Hi guys, hello. People a few minutes to come wandering on in as per usual as we listen to the overly jolly music. A couple of minutes late because I had some technical problems I needed to deal with. For some reason, my computer decided to change all the letter designations of my external hard drives. And because I like to save to my external hard drives when I'm like doing recordings and stuff, suddenly all the saving didn't work. So that wasn't very good. But I sorted it out, no problem. Computers are annoying. For the record, it's going to be a shorter stream today because I'm actually feeling quite tired. I did actually consider not streaming at all, but I did kind of want to... I've been wanting to play this game for a while now, and I'm just like, I can give it an hour. Give just a quick hour. Certainly, so I'll be going up to about 4 o'clock-ish, give or take. Well, 4 o'clock my time, anyway. So yeah, I didn't want to do too much of that. Give people a few minutes to come on in. That's looking good, okay. This music is way too sort of upbeat for the kind of game this is. Although I suppose it's a sort of a horror comedy kind of thing. So I think in general it has a kind of upbeat thing to sort of go against itself. Oddly enough, I don't know if it's like broken or something. I was trying to tweak the audio because this is quite loud in my ears. Apparently you can't. There's an audio option in the options, but it doesn't actually do anything to the volume. So maybe it probably changes something else, like maybe sound effects more than music or something. I don't know. We'll work something out. So for those who don't know, this game has a very interesting history because it originally came out on Steam as a free game in sort of early access. In fact, I don't even know if it was on Steam when it was in early access, but it came out under the name Spooky's House of Jumpscares. And I saw like, some of the bigger Let's Players doing it, Markiplier and the like, and it looked really good fun, so I gave it a quick go back when it was in early access. It was fun enough. But then they had to change the name. There was like a legal challenge or something to them. And so they were forced to change the name to Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, which works just as well, really. Mansion versus house, same difference really, and both have jump scares in the title, so it works. Some haunted house somewhere in far-flung Eastern Europe apparently had copyright claim. You ever notice that these people who have copyright claims always seem to live in the back end of friggin' nowhere, so you can never actually check? Anyway, I'm probably just being paranoid. Excuse me. But, so yeah, they had to change the name. And the original version of this game, I want to say it was made on like Game Maker, Game Maker Studio, which doesn't natively do three-dimensional stuff. It's designed as a 2D platform. You can force it to do 3D, but it can be a little clunky. So that was what the original Spooky was made in. And they decided that with the popularity of the free version that they would do the HD renovation, which is why now the full title of this game is Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion HD Renovation, which is a fucking huge title, for one thing. So this version is built from the ground up in, I want to say Unity? Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it was Unity. So it eliminates some of the slight bugs that the first one had because of not being natively 3D engine, and some of the enemy models are now also in 3D when they weren't before, because obviously they generally just had to be like giant sprites. I think that's more or less the only sort of differences to the main game, because they actually released DLC for the original version. For the original Game Maker version, they released paid DLC because the game was free, but they said, well, if you want to support us, here's some DLC you can pay for. It's called like Calamari Hospital or something like that. Calamari, something like that. We'll play that after we play the main game. So anyway, we'll it's been about 5 minutes, so let's get into the main game because we don't want to leave you guys waiting here. So we'll just do the general spooky Jumpscare. So one of the things they also, so there's Calamari Hospital. I don't know why I always think it's Calamari Hospital, but that's just me being weird, I guess. We'll play that later. They also added the endless mode, which is pretty much what it sounds like. It's just the game goes on forever. And apparently a build your own mansion coming eventually. I have no idea if they're actually planning to do that or if that was just a thing, maybe. Anyway, we're in. We're at room 0. We have a health bar and an energy bar. And it's looking very good, because the original one couldn't do stairs. Hello, Spooky.
And this is my home.
It's a lovely place you've got here.
Can you, humble player, make it through 1,000 rooms?
Probably.
Find what lies at the end.
Definitely.
Or is there even end? 'Cause I don't really know. Anyway, just go.
Yeah, let's go. So yeah, this is a horror game, but it has a sort of comedic edge to it. So yeah, a lot of things are new. Like for instance, there were no stairs in the original. It was always just one flat, constantly flat sort of surface. They couldn't do stairs because, like I said, not natively 3D. So yeah, we'll just keep going. And for the record, yes, you do have to go through 1,000 rooms. It's gonna take a while. Keep an eye out for these very Minecraft looking beds for some reason. The rooms are, I'm pretty sure, randomly generated off the top of my head. Always got to keep an eye out for notes and stuff. There are a few scattered around. My commentary is not going to be super because, as I said, I'm kind of tired today. Haven't been sleeping very well lately for various reasons. Stress, probably. Constant worry about the fact I'm not fucking going anywhere in my life, but that's not your problem, that's my problem. So we'll just keep going through the rooms until something happens. Right. For the record, I have played this before. I have completed the game before. I haven't completed the HD version. Actually, I completed the original version, and I played a bit of Calamari Hospital. Ooh. But I don't think I ever finished the DLC, and I don't know specifically if there are a lot in the way of differences between the, probably not in the main game at least. I don't know if I'm going to play endless mode for you because endless mode is, it literally just doesn't end. There are some differences. They include additional monsters in endless mode, I believe. Ones that don't appear in this, 1,000-room main game. So yeah, we just keep going. Room after room after room. They do start to sort of blur together eventually. It doesn't matter which door you take. You will always move forward. Hello. At first this place seemed cute, but I've been here for days now. I'm feeling quite parched, and I keep getting the feeling like I'm being watched by something. This is not romantic at all. Oh well. Sucks to be you, I guess. He didn't make it very far. So yeah, you just kind of wander from room to room, sort of hoping to not run into anything untoward. That's the hope anyway. I do hope that I'll be able to get through this without getting killed. Because there are checkpoints only every once in a while. So if I die, I've got to go back to that checkpoint. So we'll just keep moving forward, nice and easy like. Oh, that looks awful. Seems to have some weird sound effects going on in the background. That's another thing that actually was updated. Ooh. Hi. I know something is following me, but I feel like I'm prancing through the same rooms over and over. Hopefully leaving notes as breadcrumbs will prove I'm making progress and reaching some destination. I just hope I don't run out of ink. I'm dreadfully thirsty. Oh dear. Things didn't go so well for him, it would seem. chairs. I think the original game had chairs. I can't remember now. Windows. That was actually something the other game version didn't have, was windows. Hello, pumpkin. They like to jump out at you and go boo. They're a little too cute for that. Well, at the moment they're too cute. You get a lot of ambient noises in this place, and I will say that for the most part, the game is kind of dull. Well, no, in fact, you know what? Dull is definitely the wrong word. The game is never dull, but it is quiet. Ink, not quite quenching my thirst. Taste is terrible. Stains are terrible. I don't think drinking it was a very romantic idea. Dude has this strange obsession with things being romantic. Apparently. For some reason. Never quite worked out why. So you're probably thinking, well, when is something gonna happen? We're 42 rooms deep. When's something gonna happen? I don't actually remember. Ice cream! Yeah, anyway. Let's keep going, shall we? Pretty sure nothing kicks off until at least room 50. Because Spooky wasn't kidding. We really do have to go through 1,000 rooms here. Any notes? Nope. I'm pretty sure you can get through the first 50 rooms without any real problem. I think. Yep, here we go. Room 50. Keep a little pep in your step. GL Labs. Save point. You get them every 50 rooms to start off with. And then eventually that number drops to 100 rooms. Sort of Resident Evil style door opening there for some reason. And look, the environment's changed slightly. Can you spot the difference? Hi. They're all well and good until you start panicking when something actually starts chasing you. Then things get bad. You actually do have to keep moving, interestingly. If memory serves, there's a... If you spend too long in one room, there is a creature that shows up to attack you. So you cannot stand still for too long. Ugh. Oh no. Hate these rooms. Ding. Donk. Okay, so it's ding, 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 and then no. Ding, 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 dong. Damn it. There we go. Ding. It's purely trial and error. There's like 4 or 5 different variants it can pick from. I know a few of them off the top of my head, but I don't really remember them all that well. Besides, I think they changed them for the HD version, which makes sense, of course. Ah. Yes, okay. Spouting, splashing, soaking, innards ingest, invoking, nailing, never stops the choking. Lovely. Hi. Time to go, I think. And now he's going to be chasing me. And I do mean chasing. Come on, get across the bleeding goop. Yeah, he's right behind me. Yeah. Go. Not now. I don't care about bread. Yep, still right behind me. Oh no. God, why are you giving me all the long corridors? Give me shorter rooms. How long does he chase me for? Until he gets bored, really. Ooh, God damn it. I can't not slow, you know, I can't stop myself from slowing down in these bloody puddles. Which, of course, is entirely the point. You'll know when he's given up the chase, because the music cuts out. Not now. So now that we've been introduced to monster number 1 of several, I want to point out, you are here. That doesn't help. It's like something out of the Cube movie, which is cool. Okay. Whoop, no. Gotta be careful. There's a room where you get like an endless corridor in front of you, and as you go forward, the walls start closing in. The walls don't kill you. Something comes rushing at you from the other end of the corridor once you get stuck. Oh. Yeah, this is one of those new 3D rooms. Of course, if you get a room like this, when there's something chasing you, that can be bad. Especially if it's the kind of thing that doesn't have to obey the laws of corridors. Ooh, lovely. Artwork. Yeah, then you get... Oh no. Seriously? Not now. Hi. He came back. See? I told you. I warned you he could do that. Go, 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 go. Not now, spider. See what I mean? Those spiders can... The cardboard things can be very jumpy if you're running away from something. Go, 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 go. 5 more rooms and I get to the save point. I can make it. I can make it, guys. Go, 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 go. No, not now. One more room. Come on, come on, come on. Made it. Safety. Axe. Chop till you drop. And a cat in a box, because that's a cat's natural state. Ding. Saved. Hey, we're off. We're off, we're off. Dunk. Open the door. Now we're into the stony areas. I'm pretty sure it changes after each save point, I think. What's the next creature? I can't remember. Creatures tend to come in sections.
Hello.
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 Gee, can you wonder what this game is based off of? Yet you will find references to horror games, both old and new, scattered throughout this game. It's a very interesting game in the fact that it does entirely its own thing. But at the same time... Now, remember what I was saying about that endless corridor? That's the endless corridor. I'm not doing this. I don't want to die. Thanks, but no thanks. Ugh. Lovely art you've got in this place. Okay. Now here we have the wall of Let's Players. I know that I think that's Angry Joe. I could be wrong, but it looks like Angry Joe on the far right. I have no idea who the other two are. Presumably these are like some of the earliest people who played it, but that does look... It doesn't seem like the kind of game he'd play though. So I don't know. Maybe it is him, maybe it isn't him, maybe it's just someone who looks like him. I don't know. But it always, to me, it always looked like him. So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably just being an idiot. I genuinely have no idea who the other two are. You know, I'm not being rude. I just genuinely don't know who they are. I'm sure there are plenty of people on the internet who don't know I am. Most of them, in point of fact. I found something today to satisfy my unromantic thirst. I woke today from a brief faint and found before me a bottle of red wine. I'm not sure what brand or year, for there is no label. All I gather is that it tastes strangely metallic. Metallic red wine. Cactus. Specimen 1. Type docile. Total fatalities 4. Method heart attack. Cardboard cutout figure that springs out from the walls. Provides not very effective against healthy subjects. We've met him. Active. Total fatalities 137. Method physical tearing. Mostly semi-solid based spectre that frequently changes matter states. Provides very effective against weaker or slower subjects. Activity in testing. Total fatalities 3. Method infectious bite. A test specimen being developed at GL Labs should prove useful when released. Trials have shown it is adequately effective to average subjects. Type active fatalities 85. Method consumption. A 14th century spirit that was contained and relocated here. Tests have yet to reveal origins, but all relevant information has been placed into testing chambers. Proved effective, but not greatly more than previous specimens. Let's go back. Total fatalities 168. Method unknown. A creature found inside the church of a small town. Subjects are lost after contact with a specimen. Current method of killing is unknown. Proved extremely effective against subjects with mental issues or weak wills. That's all we've got at the moment. Modify house layout, but it doesn't work yet. So let's move on before the thing decides we've been in this room for too long. Oh dear. That's not good. Why is that like that? Ah, yes, that's right. It's locked. Oh, I remember this room. Pretty sure someone's going to try and jump scare me at some point. This was such a surprise that there would be another entry, another actual entry. One I could admire. But then as suddenly as it came, it left. And now you disband. Your influence and inspiration will never leave. How mysterious. Hello! Yeah, I remember him. Oh, it's still locked? Yeah, it's the same note. Basically, you have to loop through here until the door randomly decides to unlock. You have to do that, read the note, and just keep going round and round and round in circles. And you will occasionally get jump scared by that thing, whatever the hell it is. Not sure which specimen number that is off the top of my head. Oh no, he's back. Ah. Oh, there we go. He was back for one room. You see, when you're not in an area like this is obviously a very specific area. Monsters can show up at any point. Also, I don't know if it's deliberate, but does that look like two eyes and a giant ass nose on the other side of that? Maybe that's just me. Oh, here we go. Look at that. It's a raptor head for some reason. And a thing, and another thing, and lots of things. And a broken thing. That's nice. Blood. Subject 5 is growing more and more restless. I told Spook we need more funds for sedatives, but she just laughed and flew into the ceiling. Without more chemicals to keep these things docile, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep them here safely. Generic lab assistant. No, come on, I want the key card. It's a Class B key card. Nice. See, this is how the game works. You move through the same looking rooms over and over and over again. That's locked, is it? And then eventually something like this will kick in. A kind of... That looks good, doesn't it? Let's just stand under here. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. I believe subject 5 is loose. The glass around its container shattered, and I can faintly hear clicking coming from the ceiling. I don't know what will happen now. If it is out and alive, then it's probably my last report. The clicking is getting louder now. Yeah, no shit. Time to go. Time to go. I always worry slightly about rooms where you get a choice, because every once in a while it'll drop you off in a room where the choice will ultimately lead you to a locked door, and you have to backtrack. And if you're being chased by a monster, you're gonna get whacked. Oh no. Left or right, left or right. This way. Did I pick the right one? Yes, I did. Thank God for that. Again, random choice. I could just as easily have gone the bad way. I was like a split second from going right rather than forward on that choice. Oh, bloody deadly. Is he buggered off? Oh, good. He's gone. He only chased me for 12 rooms. I'm fine with that. Whew. Okay, time to keep going. Don't specifically know how far I'm going to get today. I can get about a third of the way through. That'll be good. Hi. Like I said, I'm not feeling up to doing a full 3 hours today. I said I almost didn't want to do an hour. But I can give you guys an hour. That'll be fine. Ooh. Spooky. So much creepy art around here. You do get a good chunk of downtime. I kind of like that there is downtime between the monsters showing up, because it keeps you on your toes. Quite well, actually. Yep, hanging guy. That's nice. Come on, let's go. Just gotta keep pushing forward. This looks like creepy Legend of Grimrock. Yeah, I guess it kind of is. I always actually, you know, there is a game that is actually like Legend of Grimrock, as in it's like grid tile based, but it is a horror game. There's kind of 2 versions of it, depending on sort of what you're looking at. Oh, note. I don't think that was wine. No, it was not wine. It was too red and metallic for that. But yeah, there is a game. I'm in a safe room now, so I can stop and talk. I think it's called I Can't Escape. And there's a version available on Steam called I Can't Escape Darkness. And that is a kind of, it's grid based like Legend of Grimrock. And you have to solve puzzles and stuff in order to survive and get out. But it is definitely themed more like a horror game, which is good. You just need to hang in there. Worth a look into if you're into that kind of thing. I'm always on the lookout for games like Legend of Grimrock, because I love the Legend of Grimrock series, and it's a shame that the developers aren't working on a 3rd. Because I think the series definitely has potential to move forward. But I think they wanted to do something else rather than just being known as those Grimrock guys. Which I can understand. It is a shame we're not going to get any more Grimrock. And we're back into the wall of spooky people, I guess. Back to Cat DOS. Anything new added? Ooh, specimen 6. Yes, him. 189 fatalities, method of death, physical punctures. A wooden life-sized puppet found floating in a reservoir where a town had once been. Specimen is active despite appearance and has proved very effective on subjects who disregard it or have vision impairment. We'll be dealing with him soon enough. Did he remind you of anyone, perhaps? Hope so. Hope you were paying attention on that. Just need to keep moving forward. I hate that guy. He's one of the more annoying creatures that can show up. Just keep going. So we made it to the school area. Great. Locked. I can't read any of this. It's all in a language I don't understand. I can't remember if there are notes dotted around here or not. No, I guess not. Open, 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 open. Oh, look. Spooky shadows of people. You don't want to go near them or you will get hurt. They're sort of ghosts. Because of course there's ghosts in a spooky mansion. Why wouldn't there be? More ghosts. And a strange cat on the wall for some reason. I don't quite understand what that is. Oh look, more pictures, cute things. And yes, it's just stuff. Matsuri never came to class today. I hope she made it home. Probably not. Could it really be true? I thought the fairy tales about the ghost that eats children who sneak in after class was just to keep us from disobeying, but Matsuri is still missing. Dun dun dun. This is kind of supposed to be your kind of cliche Japanese horror school environment, you know? You know the kind of thing. Locked. Locked. Let's keep going. That's also locked. Is she actually chasing after me yet? No? Okay. That's fine. Definitely something creepy going on. But she showed up before now. Huh. I have no idea what that is, but it looks like a Doom parody. Hi. Time to go. Go, 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 go. Be surprisingly chipper and upbeat music. No, I don't want a coffee. It's so nice. Oh, if it's playing nice music, I should go say hi. Or not. Just gotta keep going. Gotta be careful with this one. I think she's one of the ones that can, like, go through walls and stuff. I think, anyway. Can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure, because she's, quotes, ghostly, she can go through walls. Ah, good, the music's fading, and that means she's given up. Probably for the best, since we're currently in a large room, and running away from her in this place would not be a good thing. Did I pick the right one again? I did. Woo! Twice lucky, that's not bad. I always felt that Legend of Grimlock would be a good game to make into a horror. But then, I remember once thinking that you could make a horror game out of Portal if you really tried hard enough. I think that was based off a dream I once had. I don't dream that often, but when I do, it's usually very weird. Oh no. Gooey Guy's back. For another 12 rooms, presumably. Go, 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 go. I don't want an ice cream. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Ah, big room. Yeah. Get across the goopy stuff. It's right behind me. I can hear it. Just about anyway, but I can hear it. 3 more rooms and I think I get to a safe point. Hopefully, anyway. Oh no. Now we switch back to her. Oh good. Made it. Keep that blood pumping. Pillar. Make like a tree and die. Coming this fall. I don't know. I do wonder if it's supposed to be like a caterpillar or something. I'm not sure on that. Could be. You always find joke horror movie posters in games like this. Anyway, come on, let's go through the door. Through the door. Through the door. Through the door. Here we go. Find out what horrors await next. Are we straight into it already, or is this... Oh, I remember this room. Very unfun room. What do we think? Third time's a charm? Nope. I had a feeling it would switch, but oh well. Go, 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 go. Oh no, not now. Ah, she's right behind me. With her cute ass music. Go, 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 go. Oh. Ah, yes. And now we're into the bit of the game that references Silent Hill. Broken. Broken. Open. But there's just a note. Probably for the best. The darkness is slowly consuming us now. I don't think our rituals will appease it much longer. How are we supposed to know this would happen? Well, I don't know. You're the expert. It's not our fault. We did just as Mother told us to do in this sort of situation. Well, Mother knows best. Mother is not pleased with us, but how are we supposed to know the girl wasn't pure? Well, we should have given her a proper clean then. Look, it's Han Solo. Broken. No, it's locked. Broken. 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 Yay. And then you get the weird rooms like that, which serve absolutely no purpose other than just to weird you the hell out. Did it work? Good. Hi. How'd it go? Oh yeah. It's this one, isn't it? Changes the layout of the walls for some reason. Just go. Keep it going, keep it going. As with all of these creatures, your goal is to just run as fast as you friggin' well can. Hope that you don't get too disorientated by all this crap. Out of the way, please. They always show up at the least opportune moment. Kind of annoying like that. Oop, sounds like it's backed off. That's good news. Thankfully. We've still got another 25 rooms. In fact, do we even... Is it 250 the next safe point? I can't even remember now. We'll see what happens. Keep it going. Oh, great. Just what I didn't want. Oh, God. Ah. He's right behind me. Go, 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 go. No, he's not the time. Come on, open up. Yeah. Open the door. As you can imagine in this game, there is no jump ability, so I can't even jump over the puddles. Which of course is entirely the point. Oh, is he backed off? The music sees up. Oh, anything new in Cat DOS? Specimen 6, I think I've read that one. Specimen 7. Oh yeah. Specimens are constantly changing form and attributes depending on subject's personality. In most common form resembles a wall of moving anatomy symbols, only effective on subjects with past trauma or history of psychological issues. Makes you wonder why it can affect us. I think that's the one that kills you if you stay still for too long. Represented by a giant floating red head. Oh yes. Oh, that's right. 250 is a quarter point.
You made it this far.
I did.
That's great.
Fine.
I shall grant you a gift for your progress.
You're welcome.
So just keep going.
Yay. I always wonder if that's supposed to be like a reference to Ghostbusters 2 or something. Look behind you. Well, that's nice of it. Creepy. Less creepy. Creepy. Less creepy. Creepy. Okay, anyway. The password is pumpkin. Don't know why it bothers giving you password, but I suppose it lets you jump ahead in the game should you desire to. So you can skip straight to 250 should you wish. So let's plow on to 300 and see where we get. Oh dear. Giant knife person is behind me again. I heard the door slam in that first room and I was like, ah! Slam. Oh crap. This is not a good place. Doesn't she look good? Damn it. I was worried about that. Just get through the door already. Dear God. Go, 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 go. No time for looking at art. Just go. Oh, nope, nope, still chasing me. Just keep hearing the thump of the door coming down behind me. Hello, ice cream. I think she's backed off now. I assume it's a she. I always kind of remind me of the nurses from Silent Hill, which I think is probably by design. That's why I always say she. I don't think any of the monsters really have a specific gender. Hey, we're back to the Five Nights at Freddy's room. Kind of glad they didn't add an animatronic into the game. In fact, maybe they did in Endless Mode. I don't know. I haven't played Endless Mode. For virtue of I don't really see the point in playing a mode that doesn't end. But that's just me. Let's go. We're in. Really? Stop showing up, will you? Just goes on and on and on. This room actually it's like the other room, but except this one doesn't have choice. It just has a really, really long, winding path. Where are we at? 287. Now we get back to the one with the choices again. It really does love to throw this room at you because it takes bloody forever to get across it. There we go. Almost at 300. Come on, let's just get to 300 without any problems. Fingers crossed. Although something's bound to show up right as I get to, I don't know, 295 or something. Now in my luck. Hello. Nothing? Oh, good. Oh dear. Well, I was off by one. Isn't that nice? Quick, safe room. Ah, we're safe. We're safe. It's good. Right, what we got? Don't know how much longer I can go on. I haven't seen any of my previous notes. That means I'm either getting somewhere or someone is taking them. Probably the first one. Saved. Let's see. See if we can go another 50 levels and then oh my god, no. Oh god almighty. Oh, I'm knackered. It's weird, I haven't really been doing anything too special or unique. I just haven't been sleeping well lately. You know, for the past 12 years of my life. It only bloody feels like it, I tell you. Now we're back to Freddy's again. There's a brain in a jar. Why is it there? I don't know, but some people think it's a Metroid reference. I'm not convinced. It doesn't really look like Mother Brain stuff, but whatever. Oh, shite. Creepy crawly guy's back. Go, 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 go. Ah, run! Ah. Oh. Yes, this place. I don't like this place very much. See if you can guess what this is based off of. It's a very popular Nintendo property. One day, a strange merchant came to town. He sold handmade puppets and trinkets, and all the children loved his store and his gifts, but the town couldn't support his store because other shops were failing. The other shopkeepers became jealous, so one night, some of the townspeople took all his puppets and threw them in the river. But just afterwards, he came running to the river, crying and wailing that his children were being drowned. He dove into the river, trying to save his possessions. The townspeople, bitter and still angry, watched him frantically thrash and dive into the river until he never came back to the surface of the water. A bunch of assholes. Locked, really? Was there one through there? Or did I didn't pick up the key. Doy. There it is. It's kind of hard to spot because it's a 2D key on a shelf in a room that has other 2D objects that look very similar. Did I do the wrong one? I think I might have had to run through the other one. Yeah, here we go. Although not what they wanted, the shopkeepers were satisfied. Years later, the children of the town began to go missing, and As more and more children disappeared, people began to find more and more puppets in the forest and around the river. These puppets seemed almost to look like the missing children. Dun, 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 dun. It's kind of weird how this game is a combination of like older video games, some horror, some not, but also creepypastas. Hello. You're very annoying, you know that, right? Fucker always appears behind you, and you have to look at him constantly. Kind of like the, what is the name of that SCP? 137. If you go through the door quick enough, then you're alright. Yeah, that SCP that you have to stare at in Containment Breach. I think it's 137, isn't it? Or is it 173? Oh, it might be 173. The thing is, he doesn't just drop down and stay there. That would be way too easy. What actually happens is he'll occasionally move as well. Even if you're looking at him, he'll like just reset his location. Hey, I got an achievement called Marathon for some reason. God only knows why. Hi, asshole. I hate this guy. Oh good, he's buggered off. Good. Good for you. I'm okay with him buggering off. Would you believe? Not a fan of that guy. Kind of annoying. In fact, you have to run through every bloody room backwards. Yeah. Which is especially annoying if I... Fortunately, I didn't, but if I happened to have run into one of the really big rooms, that could have been a problem. Fortunately, it wasn't. But that doesn't make me slightly paranoid about the whole bloody thing. Who knows. Let's get my ass into the next door already. 15 more rooms. I can't remember. Is there a save point at room 350, or is that where the 50 rooms drop and we're stuck doing the hundreds? No, I'm gonna... Whoa, shit! Yep, shouldn't have stopped to read that. Well, if you're watching this on the YouTube archive, you can pause it and read it. Oh dear. Go. I'm about to find out if I get the 50 save point or not. Oh, I didn't. Looks like we're going straight through to room 400. Yay. Oh good, the music's buggering off. That's nice. This place is finally starting to affect me. I've seen enough horror movies to know how to survive a simple ghost or two, but these monsters keep getting faster and stranger. I think this is a different guy. I didn't have the opportunity to see what the previous notes said, but it was basically like going to be my last note. You know, running on empty, that kind of stuff. So that's fine. It is the downtime when this game gets the creepiest. Because it's like, you know it's only a matter of rooms until something else comes and gets you again. You can't stay still because something will get you then as well. So gotta keep pushing forward in the hope of getting to room 1000. And hope that perhaps that's the end. Don't hold your breath. Right. We're on 360, so there's only 40 more rooms to go until we can save. And I think once I hit room 400, I'll break. Because as I said, I'm tired. I'm already starting to feel a bit drained just from the last 50 or so minutes. So I think it's fair that I'll stop when I hit 400. If I reach 400. If I die before then I'll just stop. I don't think I will. As long as you keep moving, you're pretty much okay in this game. Weird reverb somewhere in the back of your ears right now. That's actually the game. It's not an error, that's just weird sound effects that the game likes to churn out every once in a while. It's like music. Oh dear. It's the thing with the giant knife. I think. Oh shit. All the rooms for it to do it on. This is not the one I would have picked. Yep, I think we're good. We can go this way. Let's just keep going. Keep it going. Ooh. Go, 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 go. Can't remember if there's another, like, you know, set in stone area. Because you see how it works is the rooms are completely randomly generated in case you didn't notice. But at set points, like an exact room number for the record, the you'll reach an area that is like set in stone, and like it's like the school or the lab area or the place that looked a bit like Silent Hill. All those areas are fixed locations where you will experience a ghost, and then that ghost then gets like added to the roster, such as it is. Because that thing's still chasing me. I'm hearing the door get pushed in. Yep, still chasing me. That's nice of it. We've only got 8 more rooms left. I should be able to make it. And then we'll call it a day. Again, sorry for having such a short stream today. I'm very tired. And I need a break. I need a break in general, I think. I think I need a break from YouTube because YouTube's starting to get to me. You know, I put all that work into those episodes and I get fuck all out of it. So I have been considering taking a break. So I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll finish off the couple of games I'm playing now first. 2 more rooms. And we're safe again. Oh look, Pen Guy died. Oh well, sucks to be him, I suppose. In order to survive this house, I need to keep writing notes. I must do everything a central protagonist would, and hope this is one of those stories. Insert obscure horror reference that no one gets and misinterprets his instructions somehow. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was the guy that was leaving the notes. If you... I don't know if the notes are randomly generated. I think they are. But, yeah. So we'll call it here. As I said, sorry for the slightly shorter stream, but I'm just tired. I need a break. And I need to do something else. I need to... I just need to go and rest, I think. So, yeah, just an hour. I just wanted to do just a quick hour to let you know I haven't abandoned you yet. I'm just tired. I'm just exhausted, so I'm going to go rest. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching on Twitch, of course, please hit the follow button. And if you check below the video, you can find links to both my Twitter account and my YouTube account. I post daily on YouTube with videos that you won't find here on the live stream. And of course, if you're following this, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have both a Twitter and Twitch. Twitter, you can find a link to in the description. Twitch, you can find a link on the banner on my main YouTube page. I think Twitter's there as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.